The US Senate just passed one of the most important digital assets bill, also known as crypto bill, in history, and no one is talking about it. It's called the Genius Act, and it's not just about regulation, it's about who gets to control your money in the future. This bill could make companies like Circle Internet Group and its stablecoin USDC the next financial superpowers, while others like Tether could get crushed. But most importantly, if you're smart, this could create a once in a generation opportunity. Before we move further, remember to like, share, subscribe, comment if you have any questions. So the first question is, what is the Genius Act? Let's break it down. Genius stands for Guiding and Establishing National Innovation for U.S. Stablecoins. Passed with a strong bipartisan vote of 68-30, this bill does three things. It requires all stablecoins to be backed one-to-one by real US dollar or liquid assets. Right? It forces monthly audits and disclosures. It says only licensed banks and approved fintechs can issue stablecoins. Basically, it takes stablecoins from the Wild Wild West to Wall Street. So now they have exposure to it as well. Institutions can now also have exposure to this thing. Okay, so just to talk about a story real quick. So in 2008, millions of Americans lost faith in the banks. Lehman Brothers collapsed, the dollar dropped. In 2022, Terra Luna, a stablecoin, collapsed overnight, wiping out about $40 billion. No regulation, no accountability, just pure chaos. Now imagine your digital dollars in your wallet, all right, crypto wallet, protected by the US law, fully backed, fully audited. That's the promise behind the Genius Act, making stablecoins actually stable. Okay, so what's the silent giant, right? Let's talk about the silent giant. Circle is the company behind USDC, which is US dollar Circle, the second largest stablecoin in the world. And here's the kicker: you're already compliant with most Genius Act rules. They're backed by BlackRock, Fidelity, and Goldman Sachs. These are three big dogs. And just this week, their stock popped over 17% already this week after the Senate vote. So today it's already up, and it's already up over 171% since it was launched. The IPO was launched about a week and a half ago. So Circle isn't some random crypto project. It's the future of digital dollars, and they're building it with DC's blessings. So the winner versus the loser, let's talk about that now. So let's be real. The Genius doesn't help everyone. These are the people who help. Winners are Circle, all right? This is the company name, Circle Internet Group. It's USDC, okay? And base, number two, banks issuing tokenized dollars. JP Morgan and other banks and companies, even Walmart, wants to get into on this as well. They want to issue their own stable coins as well. I think JP Morgan wants to call it JPMC or something like that. But Tether, who's a competitor of Circle, they are a loser in this because they're not fully backed, not audited, and so they don't have access to allow institutions to buy on Wall Street and so on. So they're missing out on those type of dollars. Offshore issuers are also losing as well because same issue as Tether. Anyone betting on shady, unregulated stablecoins, they're also losers in this. This bill could crush half of the current stablecoin market. So that's the downside for those who are not compliant. So if you're an investor, here's what to watch. Look at companies positioned under the Genius, like Circle. Watch for ETFs, funds, or even pre-IPO plays related to stablecoin infrastructure. Look for stablecoins that are compliant, transparent, and USD back. I think Circle's the only one right now in the US that complies with all that, right? And it's public. I know Ripple's P is also there, but they're not public yet. And if you're building a digital asset business, the Genius Act is your blueprint. This is your moment to go legit or get left behind. So now let's talk about the future of money is here. Basically, that's what this is all about, because this is how the future is going to be. Money is going to be transacted. We are witnessing the digitization of the US dollar, not by the Fed, but by the private sector. Just like the internet changed media, stable coins will change money as well, which has a different role than things like Bitcoin, right? The Genius Act didn't just regulate digital assets, it opened the door for new financial empire. If you want to stay ahead of the curve, subscribe to Empower Capital right now. We break down tax, tech, wealth moves you need to make before the rest of the world catches up. Don't just invest, understand, and then move like the wealthy do. So go and look at some of my other videos and a playlist that I have in the capital markets and Bitcoin and so on to empower yourself. So drop a comment. And the last thing I wanted to say is to you is this. comment below. Do you trust stablecoins more now that the US is stepping in? Or do you think this is just more government control in disguise? Okay. Put down in a comment there. And once again, like I said, so the day of the IPO, June 5th, I was late to it, a few hours late, and I still got in. And I got in a few days later because I saw that once the Genius Act passes, this is going to benefit. And go look at the charts, go look for yourself how Circle Internet Group, a stablecoin, after this IPO, how it's just been, the stock has been. So anyone would love to get in. All these companies would love to get in because low risk is just really all about digitization of the USD. That's really what a lot of this is about, and having it being regulated as well. So the US will profit and benefit off of this because the more people that invest in the US dollar, it's going to bring down interest rates over time. And remember, we just want to see you do well, and we want to help you thrive and be successful. We love you. God loves you. Stay blessed. You can, you will, you must. I believe in you. All right.